afternoon, guys. What's the plan today? Well, Nambucca was a blowout in the end, and it's heavily commercially fished, so I just moved on from there. And I'm at the Bellinger River. I think I said that right, Bellinger River. And I'm pretty excited about this river. It's no commercial fishing here, no commercial crab pot in here. So rumour has it the population of mud crab's really healthy, and hopefully the fish's population is really healthy too. Apparently there's GTs in here now and then, and mangrove jacks and all sorts of stuff. So starting to get into that good train where we're transitioning from the cold water to the tropical stuff. So pretty exciting stuff. And once that temperature gets up to like 25 degrees outside, or close to that, we can start getting into mackerel and stuff outside, and that's even going to be more exciting. Can't wait for that. Alright, I've got crab pots up the front. I've got 2 crab pots, so I'm just going to run up this creek here. This is just a little branch off the main one, and we'll dump them up here, and then we'll go for a look around. It's very late arvo, only just arrived here, so we'll just suss it out and see how we go. Might do a bit of land-based after this tonight. And we'll probably leave these crab pots out and we'll check them in the morning. I might check them before we go home too. Alright, let's dump them off. Alright, here looks good for the first one. Tide is dropping. It's about 1.5 metres here, so it should work out okay with depth. Alright, the second one we're going to put here. I like the look of this actually. It's a little entrance to a little shallow canal, so get it in there. Same deal, just got a whole mullet in there. Hopefully does us proud. On the bait jig every day, a mullet. Oh, I didn't even hook him in the mouth. Hooked him in the side, but I'll take him for bait. You beauty. Quite nasty out here actually. It's very hard even to see where the path out is. Well to the right, it's all breaking to the left, and out here it breaks to the right, so I assume we're going to cross over. Not the nicest bar by the look of it. Very rough, yeah, it's breaking all the way across. Intimidating this bit. I'll give you a look, but it's breaking all the way across. I'm not sure the path in there. It's breaking to the right and the left. I don't think I can do it. I mean, I can do it, but geez, it's a bit of a risk. Not sure if I'm willing to take that risk. This is incoming tide too, nearly full tide, so it's only going to get worse. Do I do it? That's the thing. Nasty out there, real nasty. I don't think I can do it. Well, I can do it, but there's risk involved, and I just don't want to take that risk, I don't think. Anyway, I've got a really heavy setup here. Real heavy. So we might get this down with one of those big mullets and see what happens. 10,000 reel, and I've got the 100 pound on that. Couple of blokes up there on that bridge. I can't say I'd want to be up there when that train went past. They're fishing off there. Well, here we are at the railway bridge. I know you can't see it. It's behind you guys, but it's about 10 meters deep here. It's a nice little hole. So I'm running 40 pound trace, 40 pound line on this setup. I'm going to get a big live bait on this one straight away. So what are we hoping for this? A mulloway, giant trevally, there's even bull sharks up here, a lot of bull sharks, so there's a chance a bull shark could eat it. And who knows what else, we're in the tropics sort of water now, so let's get it out there and we'll see what happens. Alright, next one is a 30 pound setup but 40 pound trace, and I'm using a 5/0 circle hook there, butterfly mullet, big bait again. I'm also going to put a lighter rod out just to try and get a bit of variety. Alright, this is a 20 pound setup, and I'm just going to run a dirty old pilchard on this. Good smell. So 20 pound line, 20 pound trace, and a 4/0 hook. So we can get anything on that, but the brim are probably going to go for that. So maybe we'll get a big brim, who knows. But anything, mulloway can eat that too, you never know. Alright, baits are set. Probably got about an hour till dark, so get cozy and just wait for a big run. Although I'll keep an eye on that pilchard, it'll probably go like hotcakes. Flash back with a big one, hopefully. Got him. On the pilchard. Feels a bit broomy, but you never know. We'll see. Yep, brim boat. I've got a feeling I'm not going to be short of these. I'm going to get a lot of these, I reckon. They're all keepers. He'd be about 28, I suppose. Not real big, but keeper. Well, these night sessions have a bit of curse on them. I've got some type of front coming in now. It's all the wind sucking into this big storm behind us. It's not looking good. Not looking good at all. It came from nowhere. I was looking forward to a nice still night and a quiet afternoon, but it doesn't look like it. Well, I do have the option of the jetty. The jetty back at the boat ramp. It's lit up. It's got a light there. And I noticed last night there was a lot of trevally and stuff hanging around. So they are hard to get. They get eyes for these little white bait things, and they come in, hit the white bait, and they're off. Very hard to get, so I'm not sure how you'd get them. Maybe a float and a live white bait, who knows. But I think I'm going to pack it up. Duke's not happy again because the storm's coming in. But yeah, it could start raining on us any moment, so we'll pack it up. Fair bit of surf backing up here. Say they trevally. See if I can get them. They're very fussy on there, so hopefully that can trick them. Alright, let's have a look. Oh, I got one. You beauty. You beauty. Well, I assume it's a Trevally. I have no idea, but... I think it's a little GT. Oh no, my rod just broke. Unbelievable. We wasn't even under that much tension. My Zing Extreme Series 1 or Series 2 this is. Really old rod, but one of my favourites. That's why. Oh, no, he's not a GT. I think they call these, I thought they were some type of big eye, but I think they're yellowfin Trevally or something. Really cool. Just to get them on, I knew they would trick them. There's some bigger ones around too. Oh God, I can't use this. I went to cast again. I've got to swap it over. Oh no, there's fish around too. You bugger. I thought I had a GT, but no. I do have this little spinner already on. We'll try this one. See if it can trick them, but I think the white bait's the go. Oh, no, they want it. They want this. They grabbed it, and there was a few following it then. Let's see if I can get it come up again. Fish everywhere. Well, they're not everywhere, but they're scattered around Trevally. They're chasing it. Big boils after it. That was a bigger fish, that one. Oh, they're onto it. Oh, boils after it, guys. Look at that. Quick on this ring. Oh, they're onto it. They're chasing it every time. Got him. Right there. Right there. This is pretty good fun. They're only little Trevally, but there is, as I said, there's a couple of big ones mixed in. Now I'm getting them on this baby as well. I have to thank one of my subscribers, Kim and Mitchell. They sent me this lure actually. They sent me that one, so thank you guys. Beautiful, can't complain about that. This is great fun, but they're like Taylor chasing it up. I'd love to get a big GT. They get them in here. Put this back. We'll keep going until we hit that crab pot, and I'll stick to my plan of burley, yabbies. Still fish jumping. Burley, yabbies, and the pilchard chunks too. Might get Trevally as well. Right, let's keep this crab pot. I've already got 2 crabs in the esky, so if I can get 1 or 2 more, big feed for me, and we've got the octopus. Maybe a fish too, we'll make a big seafood basket, that'd be awesome. Now this trap I put in a little secret creek. So we'll see if this one's done any better. I got 2 mud crabs already, but any's a bonus, I say. I reckon this creek would be good, but yep, we got one. We got one. You beauty. Not bad either. We got a brim. Let the brim go. That's 3 mud crabs. Oh, the seafood basket. I never. Oh shit, the boat's drifting away. Shit. That could have been ended badly. Me swimming. We'll get this crab out. He's not a monster, but he's not bad. He's only got 1 claw. I've been shortchanged. The other one had no claws. This one's got 1 claw. But he's probably about 12 centimetres. The smallest one I got's probably, I measured him, he was 10. So, 3 crabs, you beauty. Good going, I say. First thing I noticed, looks like a lot of yabbies around here. You can generally tell the size of the yabby by the hole, and they're pretty good sized holes too. And the ground is aerated as, which says to me, good yabbying. That's what it means. When it's really aerated like this, you know the holes are everywhere. You gonna come out, Jukey boy? Come on, you can come. Come on, you can do it. Here we go. Alright, let's get some yabbies and get into it. No mucking around. No mucking around, I say. Yabby. The little one. Thought I'd get more than that actually. Thought I was going to get like 5 or 6, but maybe it's not that clear. You know, they're coming. Get away. Yeah, they're coming. Those yabbies. Oh, the ground's so sinky. It's hard to walk in. That's better. 5 in that hole. Here I am anchored up next to the breakwall towards the mouth. Now the reason I picked this spot, because it's going to be very visually pleasing for you guys as this tide comes in. This water should get really clean and we should get hopefully a chance of a tropical fish too. I'm just going to feed burley out, feed chunks of pilchard out on one setup. We've got a 1/0 hook on that one. We're just going to put chunks of pilchard on that with a small sinker, 15-pound line on this. The other one's going to be a yabby setup, and that's going to be 10-pound line. And we're just going to keep feeding a bit of burley. Hopefully we can get a bit of action out here. You never know, we might get a tropical species while we're doing this too. I could go to the sand flats and just target whiting, but I figure this way might be a bit more visual and we may get a bit more variety, but we'll see. Anyway, let's get a bait in and see what happens. Tide's dead at the moment, it's just starting to come in. We really want that run to start, that's what we want. The size of the chunk we're going to be using, we're just going to be feeding it back with the burley and hopefully attract some attention. Not going to be a lot going on at the moment because it's dead tide. I've got to wait for this current to start pulling, to start moving the burley and holding their lines tight. Yeah, and the other one's just a yabby on a long shank. Nothing can resist a yabby. There's the first one. Well, on the yabby went off first. As I said, nothing can resist a yabby. Tar wine brand. As I said, but I'm expecting big variety in this spot. Should be entertaining. Should get a lot of species, hopefully. There's species number one. The yabby's going off. The pilchard went too. I lost that. This doesn't feel too bad, this one. Oh, he's still there. There we go. Just the brim. Plenty of action. There's going to be a lot of fish caught in this spot, I feel. I'll have to get that pilchard back out. Well, not as much action as I thought here, so I'm going to move down the breakwall. There's patchy reefy spots at the end of this breakwall. If that fails, we'll hit the sand flats for some nice whiting, because I know I can get some whiting. Anyway, we'll move. Okay, a new spot here. So I said it's a bit patchy, reefy kind of territory here. A lot more current too. The breakwall sort of tucks around this bit. We're on the end of it. Right, get a bait out. See if we get more action. Otherwise, we'll hit the sand flats for some whiting. A lot of brim in this spot here. Don't mind getting to the whiting, I think. Getting these on the pilchards actually, you could easily hit your bag limit on them, I reckon. Okay, new spot. Yabby holes everywhere here. This is where I pump yabbies, so there should be whiting here. One whiting will do, but a couple will be a bonus. We'll wait till we spin around here. It's a junction to two different rivers here. Alright, we'll see what happens. Hopefully the whiting are here. Oh, maybe a bit thin. I don't know. No, just fish. I think I've hooked him funny. May even be a whiting. It's a brim on. Hooked him funny. Well, I might keep one. I've caught so many, we'll add him to the seafood basket. Octopus, mud crab and brim. Don't have long left. I'm going to pack it up soon, so I'll take what I can before I don't have anything. Oh, I think I've got a big dirty ray, I think. dirty ray. Not what I want. Not what I want at all. Let's go check these traps, and that's it for Urunga. We'll do the catch and cook and we'll move on to Coffs Harbour next. It's meant to be alright at Coffs Harbour, we'll see. Hopefully I can get outside there. The bars have been pretty nasty in this mid-north coast area. Anyway, I'll flash back at the pot, see if there's a mud crab. Just about to go. As soon as I did that. Oh, this one's off too. Oh my god. That's two. Bring it out. Hopefully the other one's not bring it. That's what great. Take that to 2 brim octopus and mud crab, you beauty. Better bring this other one in if he's still on. Wiping, I think, guys. Lucky I gave it a bit longer. Shouldn't have kept that brim. Oh, he's still alive. I didn't have it spiking. So I can keep him. Oh, what a tank of a whiting. That is a brute. Look at the width on that. He's an absolute tank of a whiting. It is solid. Very solid fish. Very wide. But yeah, beautiful. How good's that? Big whiting. Target species. Took a while, but we got him. I'm going to have another bait now because I'm going to let that room go. The jig's still fine, nothing wrong with him. Always away. Both rods go at the same time. Anyway, let him go. Well, we got another octopus. That's 2 octopus. I'm definitely doing octopus. I'll keep him as well because they may be beautiful, I don't know. We'll find out. All I know is I had a bad experience when I was younger. But you don't really get crabs when you get octopus in your trap. So I wasn't expecting a crab then. Oh, we'll keep him too, why not? I'll be eating like a king. Seafood barbecue. Here we are back at the Hobo Kitchen. And I'm at Coffs Harbour now. And I'll tell you what, I checked out the boat ramp. Unbelievable. 6-lane boat ramp. The best boat ramp I've ever seen. Car parks everywhere. The breakwall. It's massive. I didn't realise it was such a big breakwall out there. And looks really nice to get outside there. It looks beautiful actually. So I'm a bit excited about Coffs Harbour, getting outside and fishing that breakwall. It all looks good to me. I've been, those rough ones, oof, I won't be going back and fishing those breakwalls because they're nasty, I tell you. But anyway, I've got my 3 mud crabs. We're going to have to do it in stages here because it's a seafood basket and I've only got 1 cooker, so we're just going to have to deal with it. We're going to keep the mud crab very simple. We're just going to go butter, lemon and salt. I do have some sriracha chili sauce also, which I may add later just with the chili crab, so I can have a bit of chili, lemony, buttery crab. But for the moment, just lemon, butter and water. Salt and pepper. And why this is so we're going to put a good chunk of butter in. We're definitely not going to be worried about our health on this one. And then while this is cooling down, we'll sit that aside and we'll get working on the fish and octopus. That'll be the next thing. All right, what are we going to do? We're going to add a little bit of water in here this will help with the steaming process. Without the water, it'll struggle to steam. And I've got 2 lemons, but we'll add the lemon at the end, basically, so it doesn't all evaporate out. I might season it too. Yeah, a bit of seasoning, so just good whack of salt. And a good dash of pepper in there. You beauty. Alright, put that on, and this won't take long. Probably be 5-10 minutes to be ready, and then we'll put it aside and get working on the what first, fish or octopus? I think we'll go fish. I think I'll save the octopus till the end. Well, that looks about spot on. Looks good to me. And you want that juice in there. It's buttery, salty lemon juice, because you're going to use that to dip in the crab in that. So I've got lemon here also, and this is just going to add make it zesty, buttery, salty, beautiful, basically. Basically beautiful. Alright, we'll put that aside, keep the lid on, and we'll let that cool down, ready for the seafood basket. Move on to the fish now. Well, I've had a bit of a whoopsie, a bit of a disaster, one would say. It's probably for the best, because it's probably too much food for me, but I was meant to get kiwi fruit at the bloody shops, and I didn't get kiwi fruit. Now, kiwi fruit, the enzyme in it breaks down the octopus, so you soak it for about, geez, I don't know, you soak it for a good 6 hours, 5-6 hours, and it'll just break it all down. It'll make it soft, it'll make it tender. Well, that's a theory anyway. It works with squid, so it should work with octopus. Fingers crossed. Well, what we'll do, I've cut all the legs off and I'll put them in a zip bag. Tomorrow I'll cook them straight up. I'll get some kiwi fruit and I'll cook those legs up, and we'll give them a go. We'll add it to the next video. Shame, I was looking forward to that. It's probably a good thing too, because all the nerves and that, they keep twitching for like 24 hours, 12 hours at least. So it's probably good to let it sit there and let all the herbs relax before we cook it anyway. So it may work out for the best, but tune in to the next episode. Octopus legs I'm gonna have. Midway through the episode or at the start, we'll have octopus legs. Maybe at the end, who knows. Anyway, we've got whiting fillets here. I'm not going to overdo it because I've got the mud crab, I've got whiting, we won't do the bream yet. I was just being a bit of a pig actually, because it would have been a hell of a feed to eat all that at once. I could have saved some for sandwiches and stuff, I suppose, but yeah. I won't be too much of a piggy. But anyway, we've got beautiful whiting fillets here. They really are clean, big, tasty fillets. By the time this is cooked, that mud crab's still going to be warm, but just not burning hot. So I'll be able to rip into that and get straight into it. Alright, I'll flash back when I'm flipping these over. Well, we missed the flip over. That's alright, these are ready to go. And we always have this argument of skin side down, skin side up. Well, I put the skin side down this time because a lot of people say skin side down first. But it rolls up, no matter how much I held it down, it rolls up because the elasticity contracts up and makes it roll. So flesh side down is the verdict. After much argument with everyone. Alright, let me move all this and we'll give it a good taste test, see how that goes. Looking forward to this. Looking forward to this. Well, battery's a bit low, hopefully I've got enough there. But just going to season the fish, a bit of salt, and we've got the buttery, lemony, salty juice here. I'm just going to tip that over the crab and over the other crabs. Beautiful. Alright, I'm going to start on the crab. Let's see if I can get into it bare-handed. Oh, it's pretty full. Left half of it in there, it's a good sign. I love mud crab. So fatty. You wouldn't think it, but it is quite fatty. I remember a toddler was getting fed on this when I was up in Queensland. And this toddler was huge because he loved mud crab, and he just, yeah, ripped in the mud crab. Alright, that's beautiful. Let's try this whiting. Bit hot. Whiting. It's such a clean fish. They eat worms, they eat yabbies, they eat prawns, so they're just a really nice clean fish. And I always like to leave the skin on because a lot of nutrients in the skin. Absolutely beautiful. Well, I hope you enjoyed the episode. It's a lesson for me. You don't always get the big one. I can't expect just to pull up at these estuaries and just get monsters in every estuary. So sometimes it's good to go back to basics just to catch fish. And yeah, I'm going to come across these estuaries all the time. So a lesson, don't go too big all the time. Maybe a big one and a small line out. There we go. All right, guys, you ain't fishing, you're wishing. I'll see you on the water. Catch ya.